Hello, MSU Denver graduates, family, and friends. I'm so happy to celebrate this proud day with you and to be able to share a few parting thoughts. First, let me begin with I don't like goodbyes, so I really think you should never leave us. Good news, you can stay. And by that I mean, please join the Alumni Association and please continue your relationship with the MSW program and the Department of Social Work. We have so many opportunities for you to help mentor and support those coming behind you and build a better, stronger social work community. I want to thank family, friends, and other loved ones for your support for your graduates as they have studied and worked over these past few years. I also want to thank our staff, faculty, and administrators for their contributions over the years that has solidified our program's status as a national force and for helping us to prepare and support Colorado's workforce. And finally, thank you, graduates, for your commitment to social work, and thank you for choosing MSU Denver and being a part of our family. Here we are at the end of your time with us. Your tenacity, intelligence, and hard work have paid off. When thinking of what I would say to you this year, though, I thought I should try to be a little light and humorous. Times are so heavy. Our grads deserve a soft send-off. But then, times are heavy, which makes me feel this sense of urgency about the work you are about to do. So I'll apologize in advance if I'm a little too depressing. I don't mean to be, it just sort of happens that way. So grads, the question that lies before you is, what will you do with your education? And with that thought in mind, I ask two things of you today. First, remember your history. And second, do what you came here to do. Remember your history. Remember your communities, your families, and your own personal history. Remember the struggle of your community who was, and still may be, denied access to basic human rights. Remember the dream of your parents or those before them who came to this country with a few dollars and an iron will to make life better for their children. Remember the teacher who inspired you and showed you how education is the key to empowerment and demanded that you see it through. And remember our history. Remember the first Americans whose lives and land were taken from them. Remember the workers who died fighting for safe working conditions and a decent wage. Remember the innocents killed for the darkness of their skin. Remember the activists who fought to secure such foundational democratic rights as the right to vote, to attend school, to live in a neighborhood of their choosing. Remember the New Deal and the war on poverty and how they helped America be the best version of itself. Remember the dismantling of social programs that have led us to be among the highest rates of poverty and child poverty, the lowest access to health care, low food security, one of the highest rates of homelessness, highest rates of child abuse and neglect, and highest rates of imprisonment among post-industrialized nations. Then, remember the promise of social work. Remember the trailblazers who challenged inhumane practices and created a profession dedicated to helping people overcome their struggles, as well as fixing the underlying causes of those struggles. So with history in your memory, do what you came here to do. When asked why they chose social work to study in college, most students say something along the lines of, I want to help others, I want to make a difference in the world. So you entered this program with admirable aspirations. Now you leave with the skills, knowledge, and tools to do what you came here to do. You have the skills to treat the patient in hospice care with dignity and respect. You have the knowledge to help young people to see alternatives to suicide. You have the tools to transform communities to be safe havens for all people. You have the ability to right the wrongs of injustice and cure the disease of oppression throughout the world, and to help all of us realize the promise of this great country. There's so much work for you. I simply ask you to remember to do what you came here to do. Congratulations on your amazing achievements of the past, present, and the future. And now we will close with a song by our very own Louise Hamowitz and Christiane 18. Thank you.
students will remember all our lives. When times are still, you've been scholars, you've been thinkers. Through your ethics, you've kept it real. You've learned to work with clients who are struggling and wrote case notes with tired eyes, then home again to quickly write your papers. You've persevered through lows and highs. So of all our wondrous classes, there is no one compares with you, as our memories keep us going. When new students come into our view, we know we may not often get to see you. Though pride in you will ease our loss, we know we'll often stop and think about you. So grateful that our paths have crossed.